What is up? What is up? Grand Rising, grace and peace. Okay, let me get myself together because obviously I'm late. Salute to everybody coming through. Just two things. Ooh, D Allen's in the building. Salute. To the new subscriber Rishi. We were talking like 5 hours ago on YouTube. My sister Bree, Clarity Tarot Astrology. I was on there, and I gotta say I had to get my chart looked at again because what's going on, Virgo? How you doing? Wally's in the building. Salute, Wally. My Wally is in the building. All right. So Virgo season, as you may or may not know, is an earth sign. It's a mutable sign, and I'm gonna talk smack about her. I just got off the phone with my Virgo mother. Literally, that's why I'm late. And I don't know what's going on, Virgo. Why are you being feisty right now? Leo season was beautiful. Shout out to Big Cat. You know what? And I think because Leo is fire, and then we're going into Earth, and those two, like, if you think about it, it's like it doesn't mesh well. Okay, D Allen. So I'm gonna talk smack real quick before I get into the readings. This is the introduction to Virgo season. Some people may or may not know how Virgos get down. Definitely the women and the men are two different beings. All right. So also today, wherever you're at in the world, 6 planets are in alignment. So that's Saturn. Hold on, let me get my planets together. Also today we ended Mercury retrograde, which has to do with communication. It's ruled by Gemini. I believe it was in Aries. So hold on, I got my little notes here. I don't want to go off half-assed. Oh, it was in Virgo. Now I understand completely. Think Sasha Fierce. Think Michael Jackson. When you think of Virgos, there's that dark Kermit, and then there's the let's frolic, in the flowers Virgos. And right now we get in the dark Kermit, where Virgo's saying, fuck all y'all. It's my light. And that's very peculiar because Virgos are not that ostentatious. Like, they don't, for the most part, they like attention like a Leo. Like they like to kind of grandstand. But this energy that I'm picking up on is more like a wounded, who did you wrong, Virgo? Do you need to cry on my shoulder real quick? Do you need a hug? All right, so Lionsgate was also in Leo season. So that was the portal where you subscribe to all this openings and alignments and realignments and readjusting. So Virgo was really like in the cut, like in the Mercury retrograde, like you're not really going to say what you need to say. And because Virgo's mutable, it can go either way. The messages can definitely get misconstrued. Reaching out to people you got no business reaching out to, or people reaching out to you that you haven't heard from in a while or a long while. Blast from the past coming back to haunt you. All right. So we have Chiron that's still in retrograde. That has to do with the wounded traumas. Think the wounded healer who can never get themselves fixed, but they still persevere. Saturn is in retrograde in Pisces and will be there. Saturn has to do with tough lessons, right? So, and because Pisces and Virgo are sister signs, it's this battle between, and Pisces. Y'all been here long enough, Pisces, and So there's this battle going on. And it's almost like who's going to be the darker Kermit here. All right. So this is just recaps of what planets are in retrograde. We also have Neptune that's in retrograde, and Neptune, Pisces is ruled in Neptune. And it's also in Pisces right now. So a lot of shedding tears, waterworks, a lot of childhood, a lot of taking care of your inner child, taking care of the childhood traumas, if you will, or the wounds, or the, you know, who wronged you, and how can you get this right? Okay. We also have Pluto retrograde, which also has to deal with karmas, endings, new cycles beginning, tough lessons being learned, right? So again, it's a lot of push and pull, this energy. And if you don't have thick skin, you're gonna get swallowed up in the undertow. Now let me go, before I go further. So Rishi is a new subscriber. Salute to Rishi. Rishi's coming from India. So shout out all the way across the world who, you know, was hearing my chart. We're both Aquarius risings. We're both Cancer suns. And we are sister moon. I'm Taurus moon and Rishi is Scorpio moon. So we were definitely simpatico earlier this morning. But let me one second. And then there was somebody else, and I forgive me if the name escapes, you know, and I should be, you know, bigging up the subscribers. So big up to you guys. Who, you know, just me going into other people's channels, you know, digging my energy. You know, I'm not out here thirst trapping and trying to get subscribers, by no means. I hardly like to go on my own lives. So big up to the new subscribers. All right, so those are the alignments. Also, we have, like I said, like 6 planets that are all in line beautifully. My big cat is here. The Leo energy. I'm all over the place, guys, because, you know, I love y'all. Y'all still give me butterflies as if it was the first time. Ooh. So, you know. All right, let's see what which planets that were in line with each other. Mercury is direct in Leo right now. I love it. Because this Leo is going to beat the sass off of Virgo. Because you're going to have to speak. You're going to have to stand on your square, and you're going to have to speak up. You can't hide behind the retrograde and say, well, miscommunication. Oh, you know, I was late because no. You're going to have to really stand up and vouch for yourself. And so I like that Mercury is now direct with Leo and Virgo. And it's going to have to face each other. There's no more and honestly, like, this Leo season was the most beautiful and peacefulest I've had in a while. It was beautiful. Like, just the flow was just, maybe because I have a lot of Leo, Mercury, Saturn, and I have quite a few Leo placements in my chart. It's good for y'all to know what your chart is, so you know how certain planet alignments affect you. You're not just your sun sign, and in the description I mentioned that, right? So how I break down the readings is your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus, because you weren't just born July 19th, right? Or, you know, August 1st. There was a moon cycle happening at that time. There was a certain planet that was horizon over your birth time. So if you go onto Google search and type in natal chart, you want to type in free natal chart, just because it gives you a generic. You need to know what the time you were born and the city. If you have your birth certificate, it would tell you what city you were born in. May not tell you the time, because certain, I don't know if they still write the time, but if you want to know the time, you got to go to your local vital records, and it's probably like another $30, $15 to have the time that you were born. And keep in mind, it's not an exact time, because depending on if you were born vaginally or you were born cesarean, right, where mom gets cut open in the stomach, the times can vary. But as long as you have a time frame, you don't know your time, you just put in 12 a.m., 12 p.m. I think a couple of planets may be a little off, but your sun sign never changes. The moon sign doesn't really, the moon sign might change. That's what the difference is, because the moon changes every 2.5 days. So right now the moon is in Gemini. Those who have Gemini placements are going to feel the effects of the moon the most, and Cancer, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So emotions are going to be, again, like, honestly, I'm going to take a little, I don't know what's going on with Virgo, but we're going to talk, because Virgo, you're up first and foremost. I'm gonna read you in a minute, but I just wanted to put that little disclaimer out as far as where your alignments are and how I do the cards. If you're new to the channel, I'm reading for your sun, your moon, your Venus. Venus has to do with love, but also has to do with money. Your moon sign, it's about emotions, your private self, people that, you know, the outside world is not seeing every day. Your rising is the outside, where everybody sees who you are. It's who you are presented as first. So I'll give you my snapshot for alignments. My sun is in Cancer, my moon is in Taurus, my rising is in Aquarius, and my Venus is in Leo. So how I love is the Venus, and that's big. It's big cat. It's that grand love. But don't get it twisted. F with the Leo love. That's your life sentence. Leos will, oh word, they're gone. And meanwhile, I'm like, but you know, have a heart. Leo's just like, I always have a heart. That's the problem. I understand, right? So your rising is your personality outside, and so is your sun. Your sun is your overall, but depending on where you were, like, I'm July 19th, so I'm closer to a Leo. I'm like on the cusp of Leo energy, you know, and only the Cancer, there's like one, I think it's only one placement I have in Cancer. So I'm like, I resonated with the Cancer energy as a kid growing up. I didn't know any better. But now that I know what my chart is, where the Aquarius is at, that's what I want to know. Shout out to Aquarius, because y'all are some dope ass, weird ass mofos. And I love it. I love weird. All right, so the 6 planets that are in alignment. Let's go back real quick. So again, our Mercury is direct in Leo. Expect clearer communication, as I had stated. Avoid being overly dramatic and self-centered. Right? It's that banging on the chest, like, yo, hear me roar. And it's like, calm down for a second. Calm down. Venus is going to be going into Libra tomorrow until the 22nd. That's a weird kind of spot, because Libra is an air sign. Venus is more earthly. So like, love connections can be hit or miss. It could be up in the air, it could be solid, you know. So however your situation is, take that into consideration. Long lost lovers will reunite. Spiritual connections will reignite, and karmic connections will cut ties. So Libra has to do with justice, is weighing out the scales as well. So, excuse me, people, places, and things that no longer are serving you for your betterment, they're going to be fall to the wayside. You trying to keep that connection is going to be shame on you, because you've been warned. Stop going back into the same alley you left months, years ago, right? Virgo is going to be having a new moon come September. So the moon and the sun is going to be in Virgo next week, roughly in a couple of days. And that's going to be another one of those make or break energies, because now you have the emotion of a Virgo and you're in the sun of Virgo. So it's this, do I cry about it? Do I let it go? Do I fight it out? Do I sex it out? Do I hug it out? Like, it's going to be a weird situation. And disclaimer, I'm not an astrologer, so I just kind of know a little something about something. But I definitely have my chart read by my beautiful Clarity Tarot and Astrology. I'll put her information in the chat, and you guys definitely should go over and subscribe to her. Oh, you have 6 Aquarius planets? Okay, we're the illusion. Empress is in the building. Your sun is a Pisces. I love Pisces, but I can't stand them at the same time. Especially the men. Shout out to my dad who passed away last year unexpectedly. Pisces. My grandfather was a Pisces. My husband's a Pisces. My daughter's a Pisces. You see where I'm going with this all? Then to come to find out in my chart, as I was getting my reading this morning at like 5:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm in karma with Pisces right now. And I'm like, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. And so my sister Bree said, come next year, you're going to have your Stella got her groove back moment. I mean, because she reads the charts. She can do the tarot as well, but she is so spot on when it comes to astrology, like looking into your chart. And she's like, babe, like, what were you going through last week? And I was like, I need you. You're going to be on speed dial because I'm in rehab right now. She's like, I got you. So yeah, again, we're the planets that are in alignment right now. What did I do with it? I saved it. Okay. So planetary alignment is, and they say this morning, but the planets are not moving that fast where it's going to be, the energy is going to be gone by tonight, right? So the 6 planets that are in alignment are Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn. All heavy hitters. All were in alignment. If you got, like, 3 people already told me they couldn't sleep last night, including myself. I have like maybe 1 hour sleep. The planets were just so that's what's going on. All right, so I think we're gonna go into the reading. Again, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I start off with I do the readings by elements, and I start off going along the calendar year, if you will, the Gregorian calendar. So right now it's Virgo. The next of the earth signs is going to be Capricorn, and the last is Taurus, my other favorite sign, besides Pisces and Leo. And then I will go into the air signs and so forth and so on. Okay, so let me now go ahead and change the banner and go into all the signs. Please, Big Cat, if you're still here with me, remind me to change the signs because I get lost in the momentum. And yes, and don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell. I don't come on often, so you're not going to be hearing the ping and the pang. As much as Leo likes to grandstand and be like almost the center of attention, at the same time, they really don't. But I think that's the Aquarius in me. I'm not going to even sit here and play myself with that Leo energy. All right, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yes. I kind of gave a little disclaimer about what's going on with Virgo, the Virgo energy. Virgo is a mutable sign. And as far as the time, the when Virgo starts, when Virgo ends, miss me with the days. I rarely don't calculate because we're in a leap year right now, so it's off a day or two. But you know who you are, Virgo. And again, you're gonna feel a lot of it, but then you may not feel this energy of this push and pull because you're in your momentum. You're also gonna have this moon in Virgo as well. So Virgos, it's like a 50-50. You have a lot going for you, and at the same time, there's a lot of hurdles because of the other placements, the other planetary alignments that are happening at the moment. So it's a win or lose for you, Virgo, as far as the energy, astronomically speaking. Again, disclaimer, I'm not an astrologer, but nonetheless, big up to my master teacher, my mother, who put me onto astrology when I was like 10, 11. So reading her books and things of that nature. All right, so using the Witches deck, Big Cat's favorite, I'm going to honor that. And shout out to my Lotus, my other moderator extraordinaire. She may or may not be in the bushes, but I don't want to forget her. All right, so Virgo, let's see what's going on for your solar return season. Okay. And Virgo, you may get 1 or 2 cards just because it's your birthday. So everybody else, down. Atuna's in the building. Kitty poo. With these aliases out here. All right. Let's go. Because I really don't like to drag out the introduction, but there's so much. Woo. Okay, so Virgo, you got 2 of Cups. All right. That's water. Did I not say that's water energy? All right. I mean, Pisces, sister sign. I forgot who was it? Empress. Pisces sun. So, you all, Virgo, the relationship. So this is more regarding your partner, or if you don't have a partner, this could be a divine union coming in. All right. Don't hold me to it and be like, but Foxy said on August 28th. Settle down. But it may not be Pisces. It's also water energy, right? Because cups are water energy. So this could be having to do with the Cancer or Scorpio. But I picked up Pisces because that's your sister sign or your frenemy. All right. And again, slow down. So I said childhood traumas, right? I mentioned that we're going to be going through this type of healing, and you are a reflection, whether you like to hear it or not, Virgo, of what your parents' relationship was or wasn't, right? So how you're going to conduct yourself during this Virgo season is entirely on what you saw growing up as the standard of a relationship. Whether this, and I feel like it's more maternal and paternal, so mother and father. So if you're a female Virgo, if you have a partner, and we're talking feminine or male and female at the, no shame to same-sex relationships, but the energy reads masculine and feminine. So, and it can be male and female to be exact, but I'm getting, for most of us, we grew up in a mother and father, most, not all, mother and father, right? Now, if you had a same sex, one parent might have had more feminine energy. So it could be feminine energy, masculine and feminine, right? So I don't want to get too hung up on genders here, guys, but this is the energy, masculine and feminine energy. Because for me, I have a lot of masculine energy. It's in my chart. But I know how to tone it down and be a lady when I need to. So looking at how your relationship was between your mother and your father, what your standards were, is going to kind of play out during your solar return, your birthday season. You know, and mutable, like I said, you guys, you are the mutable sign. So that's kind of like this dual personality. All right. So there's definitely a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type energy. That's what I'm saying. Like there's the Virgo, that's the dark hermit, and is kind of like on slime time or Sasha Fierce. And then there's the Virgo that's like, yay, let's go to the beach, let's have fun, let's go have picnics, let's go out to lunch, and things of that nature. All right. So it's very 50-50 here. Let's move into your relationship situationships. All right. Let's move into that since we're already talking about it. Really quickly, let me shuffle because I didn't shuffle before. Karmic relationships, exactly. One more shuffle. And I got some new cards. I've been, you know, just trying to straighten up my life. Grieving my father and just being every woman in person. Oh, thank you, Big Cat. Okay. All right. So, Virgo, what's going on with the love department then? Because apparently, you guys could be looking for love. All right. If you're not in a relationship and you're just like, what's going on? There's someone coming. Okay. Again, do not quote me on the time because it's fluid and energy moves and spirit moves in a different beat, not on your time. So there's this relationship here. Yeah. Okay. So we got separation in reverse, guys, Virgos, and then bottom of the deck is cut down. So if you're in a separation and you're wondering, like, when's my partner coming back? You have to allow a lot of this energy to kind of sift itself through. And then you also have to do this standing on your square. Like, do I really want to continue this type of relationship? Clarity Tarot, she was like, the way you were brought up, meaning me, your standards is what kind of pigeonholes you when it comes to relationships. Because I'm coming from an era where it's kind of not frowned upon, but it's like you're almost a failure if you get a divorce. So you got to stick and thin, and it might be a Caribbean thing. They will stick it out through thick and thin, regardless if you're a douchebag, you're a womanizer. You're married. You're married for life. Okay. So, Virgo, you could have some standards as well. And, having the separation, this period of reflection is needed. It also says here, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. So, be rational. You are kind of quick to be like cutting people off. So that could be a favor for some of you Virgos where it's needed. But, for others, all I can say is 50-50 with Virgos. I know that sounds very blasé and you may want more confirmation, but look, yeah, bottom of the deck says cutting down. So Virgo is very sharp with that, and it definitely will cut, they'll do what they have to do. All right, let's get a cosmic romance, a new deck, and end out Virgo, and then move on to Capricorn. Okay. Yeah, Mercury retrograde showed up. Stop the pattern, self-treatment, silent treatment. Okay. So what do we have here to finish out Virgo? Please and thank you. I don't see too much issues in regards with like health. So, this is just a general, Money's not enough. I'm seeing more your I don't want to say issue, but your theme for your birthday season revolves around relationships, partnerships, and looking at how your parents raised and groomed you. Yeah, so we got someone else in reverse. And bottom of the deck is vacation in reverse. So it says here, someone is in the middle. All right, so Virgo, you could. I hear that. And that's very weird. But Virgo men they can be a little loose. I don't know. Personally, don't know, but I hear that on. So someone could have cut you off because you were out there doing your thing, or you're cutting somebody off because they were doing their thing. They were all this romantic stuff with somebody else, and it wasn't with you. And Virgo, you're like, I'm done. Cut period. You're off the roster. I'm getting sneaky links. Is that a thing? Yes, right? Sneaky links. I don't know. Goodbye, Virgo. You're gonna get messy, and I don't want to blow up the spot. All right, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. We'll check back the end of September and see how you fared through your birthday season. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and move into Capricorn, the next of the earth signs. Banner. So I'm gonna remember, but like in an hour in, I'm gonna forget that I gotta change the banner and look at the comments. Multitask. So Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You are the goats, right? The bosses, the I don't want to say overachievers, but you definitely, between you and Taurus, have no qualms with like getting work. Taurus, out of all the zodiac signs, is the luckiest when it comes to getting money. I mean, they can win lottery. This is through numerology. But Capricorn, you have that kind of same charisma. You can be bossy, stubborn. What else? Hard-headed. Okay. So those are the negatives and the positives, right? We want to weigh out our pros and cons here. Let's see what's going on for you guys in Virgo season. Your fellow earth sign. All right, so I saw 7 of Pentacles. You could be thinking about changing your job, or there's a need for improvement, or you're reviewing your work, or someone is reviewing your work in regards to promotion. So what else is going on for Capricorn? Okay. Water sign again. All right. So 8 of Cups. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy, but it's in reverse. So you could be planning on leaving a job and reviewing, your coins, your money factors, if this is a wise decision. We got bottom of the deck, King of Swords. So that's air energy, Libra, right? So yeah, so a position, Capricorn, where it's going to be paying off for you monetarily, right? Money wise. You too could be like a Virgo, cutting ties with a previous or a lover now, or you're thinking about this person from the past. It's the Mercury retrograde, guys. Just hold on a little bit longer. I promise you next week. All the confusion of this Mercury in Virgo is going to subside, and you will see clearly. Don't. I can't say don't. Choose wisely when double backing around to people, places, and things. So yeah, you might be deciding to, change position in work. or with a partner. All right, what else? So let's see what's going on with the love department. You will get more clarity, Capricorn, during this new moon that's going to be happening in Virgo. So that's next week. You'll have a little more clarity. You could probably make a better decision of whether you want to leave the job, or your supervisors is looking over, your work ethic, and you're like, you probably put in for a recommendation, or a, what do you call it, raise. All right. So what else? The love department. And then I'm getting the one that got away. I know it's easier, than done to say don't. And we always will think about the one that got away. But you, like Virgo, you might be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn. Tread lightly, because here's this father figure, and then right underneath that is another king, and then the 7 of Pentacles showing up again. And so you could be having sibling rivalry with your brothers, whether you are a male Capricorn or a female Capricorn. You could be having sibling rivalry. You may be the oldest or the more responsible of the siblings, and having this, I don't even want to deal with you guys right now, because I'm up to here with responsibilities. So that can be another thing to do. Or you're what they call jockeying for a higher position, meaning you're kind of like, all right, do I go here and get this money, but I may lose out because I need this money, to support my family. Like I said, you could be the responsible sibling or the responsible spouse, and you got to wait at least 3 weeks to get a paycheck. So you're like, I don't know. All right, Capricorn. So take that how that resonates. So what's going on in the love department? MJ's in the building. Salute, salute. I'm a Virgo. So was MJ. All right. Virgo, you didn't get 2 cards, but your fellow, I'm going to take it because they both came out simultaneously. You got the snake and the sword and the rose here in regards to relationships in reverse. A lot of reversal energy, again, guys, because we're coming out of a Mercury. Anytime you hear a retrograde, so just, again, disclaimer, not an astrologer, but anytime you hear the word retrograde, that means that the planets are, whichever planet it is in the retrograde, it's kind of, the energy is kind of just stuck. It's still, it's stagnant while we're moving accordingly. And then when the planet comes out of that certain sign's alignment, the energy goes direct again, and things move in a harmonious cycle. So Mercury has to do with communication. And whenever it goes, and that planet is the most frequent of retrograde. So a Saturn is like every 15 years, let's just say. Where Mercury will be like every 3 weeks or something along those things. Again, don't take all my words. If you want to see an astrologer, I'll give you her information in a little bit. All right, so you got the snake and the sword and the rose. So yeah, going back and revisiting the old haunts, the old partners that you were, doing things. Are you another sneaky link? What is going on? Capricorn, you're dealing with a Virgo, or you got Virgo placement, because I swear you're emulating Virgo's energy. All right, so it says here, the other woman, look over your shoulder, right? Here's the other woman. She's bouncing, she's leaving. And then you have sword and rose here, where it says clarity, truth, and revelation. They're in reverse. This is what it looks like upright, and this is what it came out. So I mean, my advice, but don't hang on to that, is, think about it carefully, because we're caught in this glass case of emotions right now. So it may sound good to reach back out to somebody. It may, or or your siblings or your parents. You could be, having a father figure issue. Like, do I want to talk to them right now? No, I'm gonna put them on hold for a little bit until I, Smitty's in the building. Salute, Smitty. When are you doing readings? Ty. I was thinking about it yesterday, like, when should I open back up? But honestly, I don't have a time frame. But if I was, it'd probably be like after, when school starts back up for my youngest next week. So I don't know. But I'll definitely, you guys look into the community section, because I sound the alarm there. In my Instagram, Foxy Moons _ spiritual alchemist. Yeah, I think Big Cat, you have that information. I'll put it in the chat. But yeah, I don't know. I'll get back to you though. There's a few of you that Wally's always tied. The tears are in the comment section. Yeah. But I'm supposed to share it, you know what I mean? But grief does something to you when you're not in the mood to share with others, because you need your own solace. You need your own Foxy Moon. Like I was telling my friend yesterday. Bree, well, she's my social media friend. I need a Foxy Moon in my life. Like, where are I'm the strong friend for the shoulders. And damn it. Okay, so anyway, let's get back. Let's I don't want to make this about me all the time. But definitely check you don't have the Instagram. Okay. Yeah, and I don't even know if my website is actually, like, I am so defunct. Feeling like Jesus, like, listen, I ain't dying for your sin. I'm gonna be selfish. Like that Yeshua, Jesus, Jesus character. That's a strong one right there. Like, yeah, you know what? We'll go all out. That's a Tupac. Jesus is a Tupac. Like, yo, I'm out. Damn it. I'm gonna see these mofos. And they're still running around in sin. All right, never mind, Christians. All right, so let go, relationships. All right, so you're doing it, Capricorn, in a distance. There's definitely, you're making strides, whatever the case may be in your relationship. You're doing this for self-preservation. You're doing this because I don't want to be bothered with this right now. I can't be bothered with this. You're overwhelmed, you're overworked, or you're underworked, things of that nature, right? Your relationship is going south. So there's a lot going on with you right now, responsibility wise, but that's you, Capricorn. You're the responsible one. Taurus, Cancer, Capricorn. Those are your strong arms, and they get so heavy because they're doers. And that's not always a great thing, because you do so much, you run yourself to the ground, and then people won't necessarily, they be like, damn, what happened to Taurus? Damn, what happened to Cancer? Damn, what happened to Capricorn? You passed out on the floor because you're doing too much. While some other signs can kind of get away with that, and they'll be like, yo, let me check on, and let me see. But Capricorns, Cancers, and Leos are your strong arms. Pisces too. But they're cardinal signs. Taurus is a fixed sign. Cancer and Capricorn are cardinal signs. So they're leaders. They don't really have time to, they trailblaze, And they don't really, it's like whoever's in the aftermath, I can't think about that because I'm Jesus and I got to keep, persevering, right? For better, and I'm not, you could be Muhammad. I'm just, we know the Jesus narrative, right? So that's what's going on for you, Capricorn, right? So you're kind of 50-50 as well. But use your head, use your noggin, not your heart at this moment. Okay. All right. Last of the earth signs, Taurus. I love this placement because again, they are the doers, but they're not as rigid as a Capricorn. They're a little more flexible, and a little more lovable. They're kind of the life of the party in some ways. They are a fixed sign though, so they're stubborn. It is really my way of the highway. Where Capricorn is like the cardinal and the leader, Taurus is going to be like, wait a minute, I'm not moving. Where are we going? And Capricorn's like, ew. So that's Taurus. So those are the negatives and the positives. You guys are late April, May. All right, so let's see what's going on for you, Taurus. My son, who's a Taurus as well. Let's see what's going on. Yes, I have favoritism. Some signs are just like, I don't hold it to the person because I also know that there's a lot more than just this. But I'm like, damn you, Libra. Where's Maybach at? Damn you, Libra. Damn you, Pisces. My pink sugar's in the building. She understands Cancer and Taurus energy, and they're pretty good together. But they're both stubborn people. Like Cancer is a cardinal sign, so it's the leader, and then you got Taurus, which is fixed. So it's always this: who's going to lead, who's going to follow, who's going to push, who's going to pull. But it's water and earth, so it goes together more so than water and air. You got a tsunami. All right, so Taurus, what's going on for you guys? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hold on, let me change the banner. Jeez, the one man show is easy. I got my big cat in here too. Can't say one man show. Thank you, Ty. They're coming, no worries. Keep your head up. Keep your head high. Yeah, Shit. All right. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. Taurus. Whoa. Taurus. What the hell? All right. So you got two cards. We'll take it because you're in your sister sign. So we're gonna be nice. We're gonna say nice. So your card, Taurus, is the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So as I mentioned in Capricorn, Taurus also is good with getting money. They're again the luckiest. They always have a job. They may have two jobs. They may have a side hustle plus the two jobs. Or they could be stingy. They like to spend other people's money and not theirs. Like, nah, man, I earned this shit. Like, no. Like, do you see him? Like, but if you want to splurge, but they'll have their moments where they'll feel frisky and want to spend it and splurge. Taurus, this could have to do with a female. I don't know what's going on with the earth signs right now, but you guys have relationship issues, for better or for worse. All right. You also could be in a separation. This is fire energy here, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. What is going on with the ones that got away? It's that Mercury retrograde. Like Taurus is sitting up here thinking, like, the one that got away, the beauty queen. This could be, or the man that got away, right? And or this could be a passing of a maternal figure, grandmother, mother, so I had my moment like 2 days ago. It hit me like a ton of bricks with my dad. So Taurus, you could be going through your grieving process. This could be an anniversary during this Virgo season, all right, of a matriarch's passing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be about it is a lost love lost, but it doesn't necessarily have to be the one that got away. Maybe doing like a memorial service or planting something in honor of them. I feel like you need to, if this is a mother figure, you may need to make amends. And maybe you didn't grieve properly, or you couldn't grieve properly, and so setting up a memorial or planting a tree or ashes, something to do with honoring this deceased matriarch figure, will level this energy. Because I mean, between your Capricorn and your Virgo buddies, it's like this 50-50, like something's up in the air and then something's in that. And literally, because we're coming out of one extreme energy, fire energy, Leo season, and going into an earth energy, like it's not balanced itself out properly. And so the earth energies are going to have not a hard time, but it's going to be a rocky road during Virgo season. So Taurus, honoring thy mother. We want to get biblical. Okay. 10 Commandments. Let's move into your relationship department and see what's going on further. And disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, but Taurus, you can work yourself into oblivion. And this could weigh emotionally and physically. So take care of your body. All right, because this is earth energy. The pentacles are earth, so you're showing up in your reading. You could be like, I don't want to pass like the way my mom or my auntie or my sister. Like you're having that. So if you're realizing that, then you need to take heed to your health as well, not just your physical, your mental, but your physical. Let's move forward. Yeah, this is my son, because he's grieving his great grandmother. Like, he didn't have closure. So when you don't have closure with somebody, you grieve. Your grief is like, because you can't tell somebody goodbye. Like you're going to their coffin and saying goodbye. Right. And especially if you're on bad terms. So this could be a mother and son dynamic that's happening, or a husband and wife. Where it's like, Taurus is stubborn, so they don't want to, admit that they're wrong. Or they don't want to be the first to say sorry. And then it's like, yo, it's too late. Your romance, cut down. Cutting off, separation, stopping the pattern, silent treatment. Middle of the deck, twin flames, bottom of the deck, self-indulge. That's what I'm saying. And you work yourself, like you go into an emotional digging, because you don't want to deal with the problem. It's easier for you to stay busy and keep your mind off of it, but when that moment hits, you crash. Taurus, you crash. All right, so easier said than done, but try to be the bigger person, and in times, especially during Virgo season, to be the bigger person and be like, you know what, my bad. You know what, I hear you. You have a point. You're right. But I have a point too. But you're right. All right. You gotta make the 50-50. You gotta, all right. Meet people halfway, Taurus, during this Virgo season. Meet people halfway. All right, mother, wife, sister. For you, cutting off, not like Capricorn and not like Virgo, is not going to be too beneficial for you because it's going to hurt you because you guys have a big heart. So when you cut people off and they're really close, or you've been cut off, it really hurts. But because you're such a strong friend, you don't show. So people really don't know what's really going on with you, Taurus. So please don't let that, because that can go into heart attacks, all kinds of ailments, right? Okay. All right, Taurus. That is your reading. That is the end of the earth signs. We're going to go into getting an oracle for the earth signs. I got a new oracle deck too. It's the Fortune Oracle. I like these cards. They're so descriptive, but not descriptive. Oh shoot, my bad. My bad, Taurus. Hold on. Let me get your love oracle really quick. But you guys know what you. I know it's because my moon is in Taurus. They'll never see me sweat. But I'm in the back room bawling like a baby. They'll never see me sweat. And they be like, damn, how shit man, how Taurus is doing that? They won't let you see it. But that's not always a good thing. Because if you don't open up and tell them, damn, I'm really going through something right now, everybody's going to keep coming to you because you're the strong friend. I know, Taurus. It's a vicious cycle. I know. So what are we doing here? What's the message? The final romance message. Taurus is not. This message is not really a romantic type of. It can be, but I think it's also just relationships. So Earth, you got relationship situationships. Yeah, challenges. All right. So make a decision working on inner healing. Taurus, quote me on it. Tell me I'm not lying. Manifest. Middle of the deck. Tell the universe exactly what you want. The bottom of the deck is patience. Because y'all don't have patience. It's like, it's not happening now. Moving on to the next thing. Okay. So making a decision, push and pull, but know when to bow down, when to bow out and be like, yo, I'm sorry, my bad. You were right. You have a point. I understand. Words that are confirmation to your partner or loved ones that they're validated, because they need to be validated like you need to be validated. All right, push and pull. All right, earth signs, let's get you out of here. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Libra's next. So just get prepared. Air energy, airheads. They really are kind of like a, never mind, Libra. All right, so we got what is it? Marriage in reverse. See, yeah, there's definitely separations for some, and we got proposal, bottom of the deck, the rings. Some are really like, yo, sign, seal, and deliver. Divorce is the option, and that's okay. I'm like I said, I'm coming from the boomers and the silent generation. I'm a Gen X, so that's really peak of when divorce was like the norm. It was like, fuck this shit. I'm not putting up with it. I'm not my mother and I'm not my grandmother. So some of the earth signs are going to be having that, you know what? It's best we just cut the ties where they're at. We're better off for it. And some, like I said, there's a whole 50-50 going on here, earth signs. So half are going to be like, the other half is going to be like, we're good. We're better for the trials and tribulations we went through. Right. So by the end of Virgo season, you're like, you know what? We went through some things and we're better for it because there's lessons to be learned, especially Taurus, like I just said. Taurus, you need to learn. Okay. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, sorry I didn't see your chat. I'm trying to just get the banners. Battery life is I need to plug in. Meanwhile, there's a heat wave, but it's just for one day today in New York. We've been having fall weather for like the past 5 days. Virgo really is like, no, I'm gonna turn the heat up. Mother Nature's like, I'm gonna show y'all one last time. It's like, come on, I'm sick of heat waves. It's not fun. But then, like tonight, it's gonna go down to back to 70. All right. Ooh, base rules in the building. Shalom. All right. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, air energy. You are immutable. So you guys. No, my bad. You guys are cardinal signs. So there's aspects when I say cardinal, when I say fixed, and when I say mutable. It's the energy, and the only interchangeable energy is the mutable, meaning it can be fixed or it can be the cardinal. And then the cardinals are leaders. They take charge, the go-getters, the movers and the shakers. And the fixed energy is just like, y'all go ahead. I'm be right here. I'm gonna scope out the area first. I may make a move. Okay. All right, so Libra, let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, Big Cat, no worries. I'll put the so Big Cat's like, damn, Insta. All right, let me do this really quick. _spiritual. And honestly, I'm not as active on there. Like I post. Y'all have to bear with me when it comes to this whole thing again with the like I really can't be Jesus 24/7. Like I really just can't be saving. I gotta say again, Taurus, that I understand. You have to put yourself first sometimes. And we're not, when I say we, Tauruses are not selfish people. They can, because they need to do self-preservation, but they're not the selfish type. They can be stingy, like I said, but not selfish. Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, that's on my IG. Yeah, and I haven't gone on there in what, a year maybe. All right, hold on, let me plug in my computer love. All right, so back to Libra. So did I put the spiritual alchemist up there? All right, so this is the spiritual alchemist. You guys, if you don't go on YouTube often and you're on Instagram, you'll see there any notifications as far as me doing personal readings or just communication of what's going on, astrologically speaking. And sometimes I like to throw in knowledgeable stuff. Like I just got this book, disclaimer, out of Barnes and Nobles, shameless plug. And this is interesting because it says 4 blood types, 4 diets. Eat right for your blood type. This could be under the category of being pseudo, but I find it very interesting that the 4 blood types, O, A, B. What's the other one? I don't even know those. I don't even care about one group. Blood type O, blood type A, blood type B, and blood type AB. All right. So it's really cool. And I was telling my mom this because my mom looks at kind of things like this as well. And it's very you know, mind blowing how according to your blood type, what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be eating, um, certain ailments that happen more regularly in other blood groups than, fascinating. Okay, so I'll put it back up. All right. And so, like, I throw those things up there on Foxy Moon, Spiritual Alchemist as well. We haven't had a Mindful Monday. I just, hold on, Libra. Because now I'm gonna get into air energy. Aquarius, where's Red Illusion at? Because that's where that I love. See, I like that. Like the cards are my thing. That's how I started. But I really like to be inside Foxy's mind. Ooh, Ultra's in the building. I'd be good. I'd be good. I'd be okay. But yeah, man, good to see you. So Scorpio. I'm gonna do water signs after air signs. So yeah, I like to have thought-provoking conversations. Like the cards are it's the gift, and then you gotta perform. I like to talk. I don't really, that's another wrestling thing that I'm going through with doing readings and things like that. Like, because I like to have the conversations. I'm not a small uh what they call small talk type person. Like I like to I grew up with orators. I grew up with people that sat and talked for hours. Be like, yo, let me get to the family functions. And because I was polite and I didn't talk out of turn, I could sit with the elders and ear hustle. Like, and because of that, I matured so that I can hold my weight. So that they looking at me like this little girl is smart. She's just badass. So I like to have those conversations. And when we go into Inside Fox's Mind, we talk about things like this. We talk about, I got this book as well recently, and I'm doing my little homework highlighting. I know Ulta would like this. Ultra. The Jew, a Negro. And then I had to reorder 100 Amazing Facts of the Negro. By J.A. Rogers. Because I listened to people like Sabir Bey and just to name a few, or the only one actually that really like breaks down like, listen, it's not really this black and white thing like you think it is. And know that this was who you were. Like stop with the boogeyman stuff. So we'll have a Mindful Monday. Again, my youngest is the school is not back yet, and so we'll do a Mindful Monday and talk about some stuff. But other than that, it's going to be just gossip. Like I don't want to talk about the vice president and how she's your sister girl and she's black. When legally that's never mind. All right, Libra. Okay, Libra. What's gravy? It's all gravy. All right, Libra. That's a perfect way to segue in because Libras like to have it. Have y'all heard of Brother Maybach? Like, have y'all been on a Mindful Monday? We go in. Red Illusion can come. Red Illusion can confirm that. Being on the different platforms with Red Illusion, like we have these. That's the air energy. It's very just thought provoking. And Libras are, it's the justice sign in the tarot. They're very they're very in their head. They're cerebral, like an Aquarius, like a Gemini, right? So all I have to say is God bless whoever's married to Libra. That's all. That's all. And I'm gonna leave it like that because. All right, so let's see what's cooking with you guys for Virgo season. I don't know what's. Let me hold on. Is there anything in Libra? I think you guys will fare well. I think the Earth sign, excuse me, the air signs will fare well in this Earth energy, in this Virgo energy. Again, do not hold me to these words. Use it how it fits for you. But I feel that the air signs, because you can rise above, while fire and earth, water, it can be 50-50, but for fire and earth, I feel are going to be the more tussling because it's a weird, we're back to being grounded again, and fire moves like earth. I mean, like air, it moves. You see a fire, you see how to try to contain a fire, right? And try to contain a hurricane, with wind gusts 110 miles per hour. You can't. You got to let that ish rock out. Earth and water, you can contain that, or, not earth per se, but you can put dirt into a pot. You could put water into a pot. You can't put air and fire into a pot. That's what I'm saying. So Libra, I think you will fare well. Aquarius and Gemini, you guys will probably fare well during this Earth energy, this Virgo energy. All right, so what's going on here? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Go back into the comments. Thank you, Big Cat. Look at Big Cat on his mission today. You share a book with Rosa Parks and Hunter Biden. I'm curious to know what Hunter's chart is, because isn't he crack kills, addiction, very Piscean or water energy? That's not really Aquarius. Like, then again, I don't. That's why, I want to know more Aquarius. Is I don't. They're like hiding out in places. They're in bunkers and they come back out every blue moon. It's like, where are you, Aquarius? Because Aquariuses are not known for like addiction problems. I can see it, but all right. So anyway, Libra, you have Ace of Pentacles. So what did I say? You're going to do very well. All right. Pentacles is earth energy. That's Virgo energy. Has to do with money. You're going to do very well in receiving money. This is also like if you subscribe with God, Source, Creator, Allah, Jah. This is like gifts from heaven coming down for you. All right. And then you have Two of Wands here, fire energy in reverse. So a decision is being made, but this is like a celestial decision. This is something bigger than you. You may be trying to manifest, or just really thinking because you are, you guys are cerebral. It's the laws of attraction. If I will it, it'll come to me, right? So, you could be, or you could have made a decision, right, in regarding to moving, where there's a better opportunity financially for you. This could be overseas. This could be across, your neighborhood. But it's there's this movement, and like I said, you're air, so there's this. It's gonna be dope for you, Libra. Really, I like this energy, and you could take this with relationship or not. I feel this is more for you out of the earth signs. Now you guys got the money stuff. That's really, there's a blessing for you. And I just keep hearing manna from heaven, which is a biblical term for like money and abundance coming down. Well, again, we also have been coming out of big celestial alignments like the Lionsgate portal. So you definitely might be doing the law of attraction. Like if I will it, it's going to come to me. I manifest it, it's going to happen without putting too much effort. And then I also feel like this is like a spiritual alignment as well. So you could be how are you a Buddhist monk? You might be studying like Taoism or Taoism. I might be saying it wrong, but you're studying something where you like, you know what, I'm gonna manifest this shit if I will it. Right? What was that Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams or whatever? If you build it or if you make it, they will come. You get what I'm saying? So okay, Libra. Because you're not in your feelings like earth signs over here going through relationships. I mean, no offense, earth signs, but break up to make up. That's what we do. All right. I always shoot shots. I hate romance because it's like, I get it. I don't like it. So that's why I'm happy for Libra. Like, get this money. Like, get these blessings. All right, what's going on for the love department? And it's new beginnings. Anytime you see an ace, it's always about new beginnings in the tarot. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you could be moving, to get a better opportunity with money. But this is just abundance. Like somebody's a Mr. Miyagi. Yeah. You're studying like Confucianism, like old ways, like love. You're studying something that's not ascending. See, bottom of the deck. You might be also trying to wield like, listen, if I got and you guys are not braggadocious like with like money like that. But it's like you're going to be in this season, Libra, of anything you think is like that. That's pretty impressive. All right, so you're studying heavy stuff. You could be going into esoteric. You could be doing some heavy meditation. Like there's something that you're doing that's working and it will work and it's going to bring you an abundance, whether it's financial, friendship, love. All right, love for self, because we got self-love here as well. It's not just about loving outside, but this is self-love. You are reeling this, God is good all the time type energy, like somebody's priesthood, or I mean, it's just on like a Mr. Miyagi type energy. I don't know if I'm making myself clear enough for Libra, but that's what I feel. It's like you are on some real Jedi mind trick type energy. Here it is. Very impressive. Okay, let's finish out your love reading. Carry on. Yeah, learning, expansion, transcending. You might be you are studying ancient, like Chinese, like ancient old world. That's why I'm like Buddhist monk, like y'all are levitating. Like, what is going on, Libra? What are you doing? Intuition, as I crack open the deck. Libra is wait a minute, Libra. This is not like you. I mean, because you're very logical people. So it's like mysticism and this whole spiritual type thing is not really your thing. So I'm impressed. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on here. With Rosemary. What? Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. But you know what, Pink? Where's Virgo sitting? Is that your moon for Pink? Thank you, D. Allen. I try. King, let me know if that's a Virgo moon again. Why do I have Libra for you? I think that was the first time that I had did it. It's gonna be balanced, like it's 50-50, right? Because it's earth and water, and they're both solid. The Taurus part you might wrestle a little bit with. Oh, okay. The Taurus and Virgo are going to be wrestling. Right. Okay, right. Yeah. We're gonna be going through it. I already started the beginning, like 2 days ago. I already started. Sitting in the dark. Like, where's my pillow? Oh, my daughter, by the way, my cat passed away. I don't know if y'all remember my cat used to pop up sometimes on my live. One of my cats is my oldest. But look what my Pisces baby got me for my birthday. Oh, that made me cry. And I'm just sitting there like, don't let them hear you crying. My kids will run in and be like, Mama, are you okay? What happened? And I miss my cat and my dad. Right? So yeah, Taurus moon, Taurus is gonna be Virgo's gonna be feeling it. It's gonna be funky. But we have the water, so it might balance. I don't know. Girl, we'll talk at the end of Virgo season because I think we're gonna be going through it. And then you got Taurus with you, riding shotgun. He's gonna be okay. So air sign, you showed up love in reverse. So yeah, definitely not having the commitment, but I feel like this is commitment for yourself, Virgo. I mean, Libra in Virgo season. I feel like this is your self-love, not having to do anybody else but you. And that's why I love it, because earth signs, they got to put themselves first. And this season is going to be hard for them because it's in an earth sign. But air is like, catch me if you can. I'm the gingerbread man. And you're look at the hands. Look at the freaking hands up above. Like, if I will it, it'll come. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Red Illusion. Like, you got 6 placements. That's a lot of Aquarius, but we'll get to you in a second. Anyway, I love it. Okay, Libra, that is your message. Let's move on. I spent enough time because I love air. Air is very in the head. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. There's 5 signs that I really love. Aquarius is number 1, I think. It's a toss up between Aquarius and Taurus. Libra, Pisces, right? That's what 4 or 5. There's like interchangeable, but my top is Aquarius, Taurus. Oh, and Leo. You're gonna forget big cats and the Leos. So yeah, those I really love. As much as Pisces and Libra are like, I love the energy. So, all right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You guys are the end of January going into February. You also are an air sign, but you are a fixed air sign. Not like your friend Libra who can go back and forth. You are stubborn. You're like, let me think about this and let me ponder on it some more. And I'll continue pondering until I can't ponder anymore. And then I'll come back to it 2 days later and figure it out, right? It's not the quick, okay, let's make this move, like Gemini. You definitely are like more in your head out of the other air signs, I would say, in my humble opinion. And Gemini is mutable. So Gemini, Virgo is, Libra is a cardinal. Gemini is mutable, which means it's interchangeable, and Aquarius is fixed. So it's like, it's gonna take a lot for Aquarius. Like, you know what? I like that idea. I think so. Is shouting. Okay, Aquarius, what is going on? Oh, and shout out to Miss Sharon. My Miss Sharon just had a baby, a grandbaby, a little girl, and so I'm excited for her. This is a new chapter, and you guys know I talk about my Miss Sharon. She's Taurus, so she may be with the waterworks, but in a good way. All right, so Aquarius, you, speaking of Earth energy, is the Empress showing up for you. All right, and bottom of the deck is Scorpio, the Tower in reverse. So this could be, I'm gonna take this from me because I'm in the collective. The Empress is maternal, right? It's mother figure. It's the Empress is the pregnant woman in the tarot. But again, it's energy, right? So masculine, feminine energy. Aquarius, whether male or female, there is this, and Virgo is motherly in a way. There's this maternal, maybe need. If this is an Aquarius woman and you're looking to become a mom, this is the proper time. So the Empress is not Leo energy, but I'm getting a Leo, yeah, because it's protectiveness, and moms are very, if she's maternal, it's not all mothers are instinctually maternal. They just give birth and then like. But there are some mothers, like Cancer naturally is maternal. Leo is maternal. So that's what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. So if it's a female Aquarius, again, this could be the right time for you to procreate, or you may be about to, give birth. Water breaking. Yeah, we got 10 of Cups right underneath this. Family. You might have been going through some fertility issues. Okay. Maybe there have been some births that didn't come to Earth, right? So you could be going through this time now, and I'm also getting that this could be an older female where like 40-ish, and the eggs start to dissipate after a while. So like in vitro fertilization. So this is a good thing for you, Aquarius. And if this is not about a woman, this is just tapping more into your emotions. Because like I said, Aquarius could be up here for days. They'll be in the netherworld for days, reading, getting all these books and whatnot, watching YouTube scholars, Black Dot, Urban X, Black Magic 363. I mean, you'll be on it for hours. Red pill, blue pill. And then when you finally sink back down, it's tapping back into yourself, tapping back into your emotions, because you can, take off. It's aloofness, right? It's what they say about Aquarius. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what's going on in the love department. Alex, oh, yes. Aww. Who's listening? Who Libra mom is listening? Aww. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe next month get another cat, a baby-ish. I still have my other little fur ball, but he's not. He's an Aries, and he's not comforting like my little Cancer cat, who was more like instinctual with me. That's why I'm getting like Libra. So Aquarius, you may want to get a cat, or like I just feel like there's something nurturing that's going to be happening for you in Virgo season, which is an Earth sign. So there's nothing wrong with that. You got to come back down to reality at some point. Nano. Yeah, that makes sense. And I used to, like, back in the days, listen, oh, the baby. Right? Or brother Rob Blackstone, like, we're in these think tank, like I'm not on the some every once in a while I'll have a guilty pleasure and I want to hear gossip about celebrities. But for the most part, I'm in like thought provoking YouTube channels. Yeah, I don't want to hear the small pitter chatter. Talk nice to me. I want to hear some esoteric shit. I want to hear what Alex Jones has to say. Right? Okay, so Aquarius, what's going on in the love department? Okay. You know we're gonna be here 4 hours, not another 2 hours. So a lot. All right, what's in the love department for Aquarius? Aquarius, you could be dealing with a Taurus or going to deal with a Taurus if you're not like ready for a relationship or getting pregnant. You could be a sperm. So yeah, that's that in vitro fertilization. So Aquarius, if you're a female of a certain age, you're going to the sperm bank. No shame. You don't want to deal with the man. Like we could do this. I can do this, right? Or if it's a male Aquarian, no shame, but you could be like, I'm making some deposits because you can get paid for that. Like seriously. Once upon a time, when I was a young teenage mom, I was like, listen, oh word, I could donate some eggs and get like thousands of dollars. Like I was trying to get money, however, without selling my. But then I was like, no, that's a lot. Like that's invasive. So again, no shame, but there could be an Aquarius who's depositing or going to get. All right. So you got addiction, Aquarius. I just said I don't see what Hunter Biden, as Red said, is an Aquarius. All right. So codependent, obsession, and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. Or this is an Aquarius that's like, listen, I could do bad by myself. Because I feel like if this is an older, like, and I'm up there, like I'm 48. I just turned 48, right? So I'm seasoned, is what I'm saying. This could be a seasoned woman where she's almost out of the peak of, reproducing, and she may need assistance outside of her own body, but not necessarily wanting to do the Dougie with the man. This could be, it could be like, same sex, where there could be, two women that, want to have children. But I feel like it's more like a single woman that's like, I got everything. Because that's that Taurus energy. Like you're secure, you got your money, you probably went to school. Like you're already out of that. You're not a teenage mother, is what I'm trying to say. You're old enough to, and you're secure enough to bring a child into this world. All right. So, it doesn't necessarily have to be with somebody else. Okay, that was a little uncomfortable. All right, what else? Yeah, and pictures in reverse. So bottom of the deck. So yeah, there could be no man in the picture. Like you could just literally be going to a bank and designer baby. I want them with hazel eyes, red hair. But yeah, basically you're like, I could just go ahead and do this on my own without actually procreating. Or this is a male. You know what? I can make deposits. Okay. All right. And emotional block. Yeah, tapping back into your emotional self, right? Because you're up there. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. So in reverse, we're literally just coming out of Mercury retrograde, which is like right now. But there's a shadow side to it, and Mercury is an air energy. So okay, so this is a female that's like, you know what? You're waiting for the right time to talk to somebody. I really feel like this is almost like an arrangement. It's not, you may be even picking somebody to be the baby daddy, but that's not who you want to have a relationship with. You're at a point where you're ready to have a child. So you're just kind of like, I don't want to have intimacy, but I need your goods. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me pick up my cards. Yeah, honeymoon, one, love song. Aquarius, you could have been hurt by a relationship. You're just like, I don't even want all the frills of a relationship. I just want I don't know, Aquarius. Now you're getting weird on me, and I don't even want to go there no more with you. All right, so that is your message. Let's move on to Gemini. Oh, he's a Cancer. Well, kind of cuss. Really, red is stupid. I do believe that's in high demand. They're gonna have to go to like a Scottish. They're gonna have to go overseas to get a little redhead, a little ginger, right? Irish. Because it's not like and then they don't like to be called gingies, but or gingers, but they're like Pokemon. You just try to catch them. They're like in rare form, it's not like your typical blonde hair, sandy, dirty blonde. Redhead. Like, ooh, you're a peculiar one. You're cute. All right, let's go ahead to Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, the last of the air signs. You guys had your birthdays a couple of months ago. Going into May, early June. I think Donald Trump, right? US, Tupac, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and the list goes on. There's a lot of celebrity Geminis. So that's somewhat to gauge what Gemini energy is like. They're like Donald Trump. Very 1 minute this, 1 minute that. Kanye West. Right. So what's gonna happen in Virgo season? You're mutable like Virgo, so you may have a push and pull energy as well, Gemini, during Virgo season. Okay. Because, right, like Pokemon are rare. The Gingies, redheads are rare. So like, oh, He's a bull. Oh, I'm so happy for you. I want a little baby too. I want you with a baby. But I don't want it, the cries in the middle of the night. Like they're really, it's like having a real baby. Like that's why I don't want a kitten, but anything over like 6-9 months. So it's like, all right, you're already like trained. Go sit down somewhere. But love me at the same time. Oh, okay, Gemini, what's going on for you guys? All right, so you got 9 of Wands here. Protective energy, fire energy. Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Cups in reverse, water energy. All right, yeah, Gemini, you can there it could be a peak for you as well, like the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, where there may be some little hiccups, or you're coming out of a breakthrough, a breakup, or I don't want to say birthing, but this is the 6 of Cups here. So that's childhood. You could be coming through a breakthrough in childhood trauma, because I said there's a lot of that energy that's going to be happening, and not just specifically for Virgo season, but until January, the end of December, that will be having to really face the man in the mirror, Michael Jackson, and not putting up. You're not putting up with what you used to put up with, or there's some type of breakthrough. But there's also the 9 of Wands has to do with protection. So this is guarding your energy and keeping things close. You may want to keep, this could be regarding your children. You may be wanting to, protective services, what, Gemini? But and not protective services where like the government's be involved, but just you protecting your children. All right, or just you could be a teacher and protecting. There's something of protectiveness, if that makes sense for you, Gemini. All right. And wands are fire energy, so there's this. Yeah, it's like mother, but nurturing this ferociousness about you right now, or there will be. And this is not really like you, but I mean, yeah. Then you got 8 of Wands right underneath the 6 of Cups. You could get some child services called on you. Relax, Gemini. You might be calling family members. Oh, okay. You're protecting children as all, or you're protecting your inner child, and you gotta do what you gotta do, however you see fit, because children are innocent. The inner child is innocent regardless. Okay. All right, let's move on to relationships. What's going on in the love department? Aquarius and Gemini just got like, because that has to do with children and all right, yeah, we got coffin here in reverse. Middle of the deck, seduction, and bottom of the deck is mask in reverse. So you may need to call child services on somebody. There may be some deviant behavior going on, and you want to protect these children, or you could be going to child services as far as like so foster care, going to foster care. Maybe you want to be a foster parent, taking care of children. There's something nurturing and maternal that's going on for you, Virgo, in Virgo season, Gemini, where your focus is like children or child. And this could be the innocence of a child. This could be the innocence of your child. It could have been taken away from you, your childhood. All right, so A coffin in reverse, new beginnings, reborn, transformation, tragic endings. You have a breakthrough coming your way. Um, your vindication is doing something to make sure that nothing wrong happens to children again. You may become a social worker, but there's some kind of fight and vindication or protection that's going to be happening for you, and that's. I mean, this all can't always be about romance in that way. That's still a love, okay? Especially when it's children. Like first and foremost, some of us are beasts. We will. You might have bit some time because somebody violated. And he was like, "What?" Blacked out. Okay. Hold on. And then we're moving on to water signs. So Scorpio will be next. Once we finish with the air sign. I was rooting for air. Well, you know, I mean, it's still a good thing whether you're going about to, you know. Listen, sometimes when we reproduce with somebody and they turn out to be a deadbeat, it's like, why did I even lay down with you? And here, Gemini on the opposite is like, you know what? I'll save these children. So, but Libra was getting me like excited. Like, so, it's harsh reality. All right, what else for Gemini? All right, what do we have? Caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. Yeah, so there's that protectiveness. Again, you may be going into protective services yourself. Like, yeah, we have fire energy in reverse. So it's the I'm not gonna let what happened to me happen to another child. All right, I'll leave it right there. Okay. So that was the air signs. Let's get you your oracle. The whining. It's like, mm-mm. The babies are cease too much. But they're so cute because they're so little. Air. Where's the air? Okay, wisdom oracle. All right. This is it's not really a wisdom oracle. It says the fortune oracle, but how do we make this the wisdom oracle? Abundance. There's those Libras showing up. Yeah. All right, that was it. So patience, air signs, patience. Aquarius, right? Bringing yourself back down. Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. And there's that kind of balance as well, because it's not one way or the other. It's like right in the middle. Right, middle of the deck, we got snake. All right, so Gemini, that's that hiding behind the mask. And then we got abundance again. So you know, either way, Libra, it's a win-win for you guys. And the number here is 24, breaking down to 6. So that's that harmony. It's the balance. Whether you're in it by yourself for the long haul or you're in it with somebody else, it's a win-win during this Virgo season. But yeah, specifically children are going to win. So however that goes. All right. All right. Air, that's your message. Water. And yes, Wally, I'm sorry. I put the fire signs last. But we did fire signs, I think, second last time. All right, water signs. We got Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio is the next after Libra. They're the thickest of the water signs, so stubborn. Why? Yeah. I really don't want baby. Really, I learned because I love cats. I love pets in general. I grew up watching Doctor Dolittle. Like, what's his name? Not Eddie Murphy. So a Gen Xer. So what's his name? But anyway, yeah, man, like I want to save the animals. Like I love the children. If I could save them too, I did want to save like the little starving feeding the children in other countries. Like wanted to be a sponsor when I was like 10. I'm like, Mom, let's adopt this little Bangladesh kid, or let's adopt this Ethiopian. And she's like, what? It's only $1. So yeah, but the animals, like, they need too. Okay, so let's move on, Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising. So and Scorpio can kind of be like this dark hermit as well. They are uh, the underworld, if you will. They deal with the life and the death. I'm thinking of what's his name? Not Amun Ra, but Amun Ra Anut. I don't know what's Anut. I don't really know too much of the Egyptology mythologies, but y'all, you know where I'm going with this. They are about rebirth and death, the cycle of life. That's Scorpio energy. And word on the street is, because I really didn't say too much word on the street about certain signs that be out on the street, but Scorpio, especially the men folk, Libra, Aquarius, and Pisces. Those are the little word on the street. That's what happens. So, I don't know. I don't kiss and tell. So, Scorpio, let's see what's going on with you guys. For Virgo something. Your secrets are safe with me. I won't tell. What? Secrets is going down to the grave. So that's Scorpio. Scorpio doesn't kiss and tell, but they're very overt. I'll be like, damn, like, chill. I'm just trying to live. Libra too. Like, chill, Libra. I'm just trying to live. Pisces on the low. But you never know with a Pisces. They're so unassuming. You like, Pisces gets busy. Pisces are undercover freaks. I'm kissing and telling, right? That's word on the street. Pisces are lovable. Like, they're like the little Hallmark uh, Christmas special. They're too much. And that's why it's unassuming. You're like, Pisces busy? Who would have thought this? So they're definitely not like a Scorpio. Scorpio, like, right here. This would be like in the cut, like, how you doing? Whispering. And you be like, what? Whispering. So some people like in your face, and some people like um the subtleness. All right, let's get Scorpio, y'all. What's going on? Water signs, y'all gonna be messy with me, right? I already feel it. Scorpio son-in-law. Where's Ultra? Where's Ultra? I already. I can't even. Let me compose myself. 1111. You are the magic number. I have my dad. Don't need. You see, so you understand. Like, give these kids some money. Go. And then you come to find out, Mother Teresa and them was. That's a mindful Monday. Okay, Scorpio. You have the Knight of Swords. I mean, you really want to be messy. You got Karma in reverse, Judgment, and bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. And that's, the Six of Wands is this, not braggadocious, but he's like, I do some stuff, and he's the victor, and people are saluting him and waving and stuff. And then you have this Knight of Swords. That's your energy right now, and it's their energy. And did I not just call? I had to blow your cover, Scorpio, but because the swords and that the Knight of Swords specifically is a swift mover, so you could be in and out of stuff. Like, don't get nasty, Scorpio. Please don't. Don't make me. I'm just saying, stabbing through stuff. Like, what? A Scorpio? What? Messy. But on the flip side of things as well is, kind of like a breakthrough. So be careful. I don't know if something could break while you're dipping in and out. Because yeah, you got the Page of Cups, Pisces. So be careful, right? Because while you think you're making moves, slip ups. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. You're making me blush, Scorpio. I really don't even want to read too much into what's going on, but just there's a lot of action moving for you. So the swords are air, so Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. A lot of fast action, Scorpio. I mean, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Fast action, whatever it is. But because word on the street is, and like I said, I like to air hustle. Scorpio. I don't even want to be Pisces. Like, Pisces can tell my secrets. Like, do you know Cancer? Yeah, I can't even talk. Pictures in reverse, Scorpios. Like, you like, yo, I don't even want to see the pictures. I want to see the real thing in real time. Right? Cupid's arrow. Self-indulgence. Bottom of the deck. It's like, yo, I want to see this now. I think there's been an expectation that's been going on, Scorpio, for you, or whatever. And you're like, screw all the nostalgia, making memories. You're like, let's make some memories. Let's make some new memories. I'm getting out of here, Scorpio. You just set the stage for Pisces to come through late. Birdman hands. Like, go ahead, big bro. I'm done with you, Scorpio. So if you're not really working on trying to have a baby, so just be careful. The only little advice. Other than that, have fun, be careful. Guard yourself up. Right? Because pregnancy showed up in the middle of the day. And it's like that one, and you're like, oh man. It's not that, it's a bad thing. It's just like, I think there's this pleasure principle that's happening for you. It's not really for the long haul. What else? Let's get Scorpio out of here. Cancer, please be nice with me, with us. Balance these little freaks. Because I know Pisces would be Birdman rub. Like, go ahead, Scorpio, yeah. Gambling, problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. But that's what I'm saying is it's not even money like that. It's really like you're gambling with your livelihood. So you can look at it as far as like with STIs and stuff like that, or STDs, but I feel like this is more like a life. So you want to be careful who you procreate with, because that might be your 9 months to 18 years. Okay. Manifestation, bottom of the deck. If you're not really like thinking for the long haul, protect your neck. Okay. Bye, Scorpio. Pisces. Sun, moon, rising. It's a pleasure. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm serious. What? It's better you know now. See, Scorpio? That's exactly how it is. You might think I'm crazy, but I'm serious. Like, stop playing these games. Stop sending me these pictures. Come and get this, or I'm gonna get you. The loves of my life. What would I be without you? All right, Pisces. Moon, rising, and Venus. You guys are the mutable, like Virgo, okay, like a Gemini. And so, the mutables I feel are going to maybe struggle a little bit because you're in a mutable energy. So I feel like all the mutables, especially Virgo, can go into a dark Kermit season. Why? You have your reasons. It could be because you need to be like this dark hermit. Like, that's everybody right now. I'm on my own. I'm in control. Love that album. That was my first. My mom bought me that tape, and I still have it. That's how much that album. Man. Okay, Pisces. What is going on for you guys in Virgo? Too many. My battery. Hold on, y'all. All right, I can unplug for a second. How's the lighting? Where's my big cat? Beauty Queen is in the building. Is my lighting all right, y'all? Or do I need to turn my light on? Oh, you know what? Because it's fun. It's like 100 and something degrees just for one day. Hold on. Let me open my curtain. That's why I'm in my dark hermit. There we go. What's wrong with me? on us earlier. Oh my gosh. All right. Much better. I'm never gonna stop you singing control to get what I want. Oh, and I'm in control, and I love it. So yeah, you mutable signs, Virgos, you are going to be in this sassy Sasha Fierce. Michael's, you know what do you say? F the KGB stalking. Like you guys are going to be on that type of energy. Not singing, love songs and stuff. Yeah, see? Wow. All right, so Pisces, your card, your energy is the devil. Dark Hermit. Capricorn, earth energy. The shadow side. Middle of the deck, 7 of Swords in reverse, and 9 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Pisces is like, I'm leaving somebody behind. I don't care who gets caught up in the rapture. I don't care who gets caught up in the madness. You're on your own. Pisces is selfish. They're very, because it's the dependency, right? And specifically Pisces men, if they don't have healed mother situations or issues, that's where this like codependent females, the devil energy is very much the opposite of the Lover's card. So that's sexual energy, that's gambling, it's everything negative and toxic. So Pisces is standing in their filth right now. And they're like, I don't care. And I love it. Like the 9 of Pentacles is that Sasha Fierce, is that I'm in control. It's in reverse. So it's like, I don't care how things go right now. It's Capricorn energy. So that's the stubbornness. And Pisces is mutable. So it's taking on this, it's shape shifting and morphing with this energy of, I don't care. It's going 50-50, like how the earth energy we saw an hour ago. It's Pisces is going to be taking on like this earth energy of, and what I like to be doing stuff. Like that's why I said the Scorpio set Pisces up. Did I not just say Scorpio is going to take the fall for Pisces? Because it's like, yeah, go ahead, keep talking Pisces about Scorpio. They won't know that I'm a little deviant on the low. Stop playing. Goodbye, Pisces. All right, so I mean that's just what it is, and if that's what you gonna stand on, you're gonna stand on it. Who are we to step in your little way, you little fish? Who are we? Okay, thanks, Pink. I'm so 80s, 90s, like. Going into YouTube battles, like, but the Bronx is really. It's like, you know what? The Bronx is not really the home. It is the home of hip hop, but we're gonna let the record labels do that out. But it's, in honesty, the first time I ever heard, side note, because Pisces, we gotta divert. The first time I heard a battle was "The Bridge Is Over" by KRS-One to Queensbridge. So while the Bronx is rapping the ha, Brooklyn is doing it too. It just so happens that Kool Herc, African Bambaataa were older guys that have money that can go downtown Manhattan to get into clubs, while us little kids was on the street, beatboxing and doing breakdancing. So we didn't really think outside. Like, if you lived in the Bronx and you're 8, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, it's the Bronx over everything, right? You haven't traveled for the most part. You don't know that Queens is breaking, rapping. You don't know that Brooklyn is going in on it. We don't really talk about that. We haven't talked about Staten Island up until 93, 92, right? When Wu-Tang entered. But for the most part, for decades, Staten Island was Copland, Mafia, Italian, and Irish. They had their projects, but think as a 7 to 10-year-old, you don't know that there's Black and Puerto Ricans, Cubans living on Staten Island. So the battle of the Bronx being home, it's just somebody had enough money to pay for it and solidify it. Then the other beef is Puerto Ricans don't really have a contribution to rap, and all they were good for was breakdancing. And I'm like, and it's the Johnny come latelys for me, because I was like, if I recall, that's all that was on my block, and it was Caribbean. And yes, you have your what you call FBA people, but we had no choice but to get along. And in fact, some of us was intermingling with each other just because that was what we had. We knew we couldn't go to Bensonhurst. We knew we couldn't go to Throgs Neck, where the Italians and the Irish were, because we were getting ringed up. So Jamaicans were marrying Puerto Ricans and Cubans. North Carolina, indigenous blacks, if you will, marrying Puerto Ricans, like Jamaicans, stop it, Haitians. So this beef is all industry stuff. Because it's like, if you didn't live there and you didn't live in that era, you need to shut the F up. But I have to say that the argument of if hip hop is, Bronx is, when you know better, you have to say something about it. And I'm like, I remember hearing The Bridge Is Over and Pop Locking. So yeah, Bronx and Brooklyn have always been in the battle. Queens came along and stole the thunder. What really happened? Queens out of nowhere. And nobody was really jacking Queens either like that. It was always Bronx or Brooklyn, because those are the roughest boroughs. Queens has its rough spots, but people would leave Brooklyn, the ghettos of Brooklyn, and move to like a Forest Hills, Queens, right? The suburban area, because Queens is closer to Brooklyn in proximity. So when you want to get out of the hood, you moved up in like more of a suburbia, but you knew you couldn't go and get a house. Some of us could. But what I'm saying is, for the most part, rap is grassroots of both Caribbean people. And when I say Caribbean, I mean Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Jamaicans, Haitians, and your, what we want to call, foundational Black Americans. This all of a sudden we separated into the tears and the feathers and the tethers and all this shit. Listen, I'm 3 decades in the Bronx and Harlem. Anyway, Pisces, let's get back. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Oh, yay! My goodness. That's a young lady. I'm very happy. Wow. I love that age too. Like the 7 to 10, 5, 7, and 10 are the most beautiful. I love that. Once 11 and 12-year-olds, you be like, look, send them the boot because they feeling themselves. Stuff is starting to grow. Attitudes are coming in. Like, my hate is getting a little bit like, who are you? Where did you come from, little creature? Tainos, exactly. I mean, they really don't want to get in that part, Pink. Um, Mindful Monday. That's all I gotta say. 100 amazing facts. Whether you were Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, if you had a hue to your complexion, you were considered a Negro. They was calling you black. Don't matter if you was coming from Haiti or you were coming from Sumter, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. If you looked a certain complexion, you were Negro in their eyes, point blank, period. Now, people are like, okay, we clean the sets out here. We Tainos, we Arawaks, we're Seminoles. Everybody wants to claim Cherokee. There's so many nations. Pisces, you got partying in reverse regarding relationships, okay? And then the ship, cutting ties. Yeah. So you're on this 50-50. Here we got old school right underneath that. You might have to get just a shade darker, but you could get away with it. Hold on, somebody is ringing my bell. Like, I'm so incognito. Hold on, y'all. Oh. All right, that was delivery. I don't like. Do. Yeah, and Forest Hills, Jizza has a song, Killer Hills. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they would leave also from when it got too crazy in Queens. People were leaving to Staten Island. Because Staten Island is certain parts were like moving to the burbs. It's like, okay, we're on an island, we got away from the elements, not realizing there's projects in Staten Island. We didn't know this until Wu-Tang put it on the map back in 92, 93. There's projects in Staten Island because it's cop land. It's mob land. Like this Irish and Italian. And it's like a sundown town, honestly. Like, and people don't really look at New York or the city like that. Like, it's like, that ain't the South. You go to Staten Island. You go to Bensonhurst in the 1980s. Crown Heights. It's like being in a sundown town. Geesh, I forgot his name, but Yusuf Hawkins. Look his name up. And it was like 86 or whatever. Italian dudes. Okay. And he's not the first. That's the 80s. Because it was like 2-3 black guys in an all Irish neighborhood. And it's turf. You don't belong here. What you doing here? And he got broke. I think he was the one that he was running and he was going across the expressway because a gang, a group, a mob was running after him. and he's running for his life because you cannot pink knows Jersey too. Like don't get these northern states twisted. What you have in the South, you also have in the North. They're just overt with it. They'll let it be known. They're not waiting to sundown. They will. You're not supposed to be on this block. Period. 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. So Pisces, let's go back. You didn't like it? Okay. Thank you. You know why? Because red, we weren't allowed to wear red lipstick too. So it's always like, so we grew up like not. I got used to it. Because I used to wear like the gold when I was younger. Because I couldn't wear pink. My nails couldn't be like pink or red. It had to be like pearl or clear. Like my dad was not playing that. Not at all. That's probably why I was so much of like a tomboy and hiding under like because girls are not seen. And thank goodness I wasn't curvy enough so I could hide in big clothes. Anyway, moving along. So Pisces, you're standing and honing in on your you don't give and you're gonna do the damn thing this month. All right. So let's get you out of here. Who else is next? Cancer. Oh wait, let's do your little romance. I digressed, right? About hip hop. That is a mindful Monday conversation. I could talk about that. I was there. All right, so you got open your heart. It will help you attract more love. I don't think you really need all that. I feel like you're like, yo, I'm standing in this right now. We got cycles, fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. Bottom of the deck. So Pisces, I'm dumbfounded. I'm flabbergasted. I don't want to talk about you anymore because you let Scorpio take the fall when this is your energy. You want some, and you're like, you know what? I'm hoping for whatever at this point. And you don't care. So, all right, we've digressed enough with you. Bye. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're almost done, guys. I know it's a lengthy one, and I talk in between, so we got fire energy left. The natives are getting restless here. This is why I don't go on all the time. People here, if it's not people, it's the cat up in my grill. Like my intention. So Cancer, you are the cardinal sign. You are ruled by the moon, as we mentioned earlier. So you know you can be emotional, but not emotional like a Pisces, where it's like overtly emotional. You're kind of like that Taurus, where you will, you know, you're the strong friend. They don't really see you break a sweat, which could be a blessing and a curse at the same time because you're your shell. You are a crab. So you know your exterior, you move and operate differently from your fellow water signs. Scorpio's got a hard exterior, but Scorpio, you know, they can move in and out interchangeable, or excuse me, they're fixed where you're just like, I gotta keep pushing through. I gotta keep pushing. And Pisces is the interchangeable energy. So what is going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus during this Virgo season? Again, shout out to my mama. It's a Virgo. gave birth to a Cancer. So I understand the dynamics. And having a Pisces father, it's like Wonder Twins activate. And I'm caught up in the rapture. So you got Page of Pentacles, Earth energy, see, being stable. As I said, like Taurus. And pages are the messengers. So there could be some messages in regards to money coming in for you. You could be investing in making small investments rather. But patience is the virtue for you, Cancer, right now. And it's earth energy. So I don't really feel you'll have too much of an issue with patience. But, you know, it's the growing pains, if you will, that are kind of like, ugh. You know, the slow and steady wins the race, slow and steady. And that's you, Cancer, slow and steady. You're not, because think about Cancer, crabs they're moved sideways. They move and operate differently. So you can be in the water and you can be out of the water. And, you know, it's this balancing for you, like how earth energy is. Middle of the deck, the Four of Swords in reverse, and bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. So more page energy, again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like an ace, but it is a new beginning. It is a message. Again, the inner child. So, you know, tapping back in, as I said to Pink, you know, we're coming from an era where our parents, especially our fathers, they weren't having you wearing lipstick. You weren't wearing crop tops. And your shorts needed to be down to your kneecaps. Like there were, you know, so, you know, honoring the youth, the innocence. That's why I'm like always stuck in like 80 something, 90 something. Those were my golden years. And during this time, Cancer, you may want to, you know, refresh that and get back into it, because there's nothing wrong with that. You are leaders, so it kind of gets a little heavy for you at times, and there's nothing wrong with having fun and tapping back into your youth, or being youthful, right? So I don't see anything really relationship wise, like other than the relationship with yourself. I think Aquarius had that same thing. It's just self-love. Taurus, Cancers, Leos, Pisces, you know, you will wear that heart and do for others. And then it's like, well, what happened with Cancer? And then they wonder why you're emotional. Because you get slept on, like they forget about Cancer. Oh, Cancer's a crybaby. Are you serious? You want a Cancer in your life? Because when you calling everybody else and they're blowing in the wind, Cancer's like, you know what? Give me 10 minutes. Let me put my backpack on. Let me go put my boots on. Let me go snap up real quick. I got you. Who's bothering you? Well, where do I need to be at? Don't sleep on a Cancer. Don't sleep on a Cancer. All right, so let's see what's going on in the relationship love department. And listen to the song Tender Kisses. That just came in because there's this like little lamb or calf or something like baby, and I got Tender Kisses, and that came out in the 90s. So that's that, again, teenage. I think she was like 14. She's 48. She's singing Tender Kisses at that age. So Cancers, listen to the song Tender Kisses, because you know you may need that. But you need that for yourself, not so much for somebody else to you, but just like be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, be tender to yourself, right? Doing affirmations or writing in your journal. 2:11, so that's 2 and 2. Okay, Eastern Standard Time. All right, what else? What's going on in the love department? If there's anything going on in besides loving yourself. Coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, and building friendships. What does it say? You want a Cancer as your friend. You got karmic relationships, middle of the deck, and bottom of the deck is mass. People will say, oh, Cancer's a two-faced. Cancers, they try to put a bad rap on Cancer, and it's like, you don't really know a Cancer. Why? Because they won't let you see them sweat. So you'll say, oh, they're whiny. Ask the FBI who's number one on their list, and it's not Pisces. So watch out for a Cancer. Tread lightly. Realize that they do so much that they can snap. So they may need a little help. Cancer, you may need to tell some people, listen, I need a coffee break. I'm going to Starbucks. I'm going to Panera's or wherever little coffee, Wawa's, or whatever little hub is in your neighborhood. I need a break. I'm going to put my headphones on and listen to Tender Kisses by Tracy Spencer. And I'm tuning everybody on. And I'm reminiscing and I'm falling in love with myself. Because Cancers are romantics at heart, although they don't like to admit it. They love love. Especially when love is good to them. They're like, oh, I remember that day. All right, so let's finish up with you, Cancer, and then we're going to go on to the fire signs. Yeah. We're almost there. We're almost there. So you got give it time. Everything in divine timing in reverse. All right. So the bottom of the deck is intimacy, tender kisses. You may need to tell your partner, like, stop being so. You need Pisces, like a Pisces to whisper. Like, ooh. Cancer wants to feel giddy right now. Cancer wants to feel loved. Cancer wants to feel appreciated. And Cancer doesn't want to be the responsible one at this moment. But you're in an earth sign, so you might have to tell somebody this thing or set some subtle cues. Hopefully you got a partner that picks up on things. Some people are like, what? Clueless. She was like, look, I done sent you that post 5 different times. I done text you, like, because you want somebody to be coy with you. That's all. Yeah. I get it. Especially like a roughneck type of woman that's like, I'm tired of being like, I need my subtle soft side to come out. You'll have it. You'll have it in this season, as long as you put your foot down and have patience, because everything is in time. So let's wrap up the water signs with the oracle. We got mountain here. Oh, 22. 2-2. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, your message is know that you are protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. And that's Cancer. Cancer has to be patient. Ain't no mountain high enough, right? Ain't no valley low. And you might need to listen to some romantic music during this time, just so you can get tapped back into the love frequency, Cancer. You might Pisces, Scorpio, but I feel Cancer needs to have this love frequency. And you got the master number 22 that's building. All right, so everything is strides, steps and strides. And bottom of the deck is Dragonfly. Have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Right, water sign. That is what I have for you for the Virgo season. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Finally, for Wally. Yes. Okay. Woo. There we go. Sagittarius, fire, energy, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You have a birthday coming up in December, or late November, December. Right. We did the oracles for the water signs. My bad, y'all. My bad. I didn't put the oracle up. Okay. Where is fire? All right. So we're on to Sagittarius. Let me take a quick sip. I remember once, who was it, the beginning of the Foxy Moon premiere, Jay Savage. Shout out to Jay Savage. My arch nemesis who became my ally. It's the good guy. I was like 10 hours, like my first day or two going into Foxy Moon, this channel. He was like, she really is a witch. Like, how is she? She didn't even pee yet. I didn't even see her get up to go pee. What is going on? I controlled myself. It's control. Okay, so let's get you in here. I always refer to as my peculiar little creatures because Sagittarius are kind of unassuming as well. They're also like the party, the live firecracker. They love to have a good time, but they like to get up and go. They move. They like to travel. They're kind of like an air energy, even though they're fire, but that's fire. Fire moves, right? It's not contained. And so that's what Sagittarius is like, that you can't put me in a box. You can't hold me down, right? I move to my own beat, to my own drum. So that's what pretty much Sagittarius energy is like. So let's see what's going on for you guys in Virgo season. Sun, moon, rising, Venus. Drama. I think that's a Taurus. I need a vacation from Virgo season because, like, what? I already see it. 2 days ago, I was like, all right, Sag. My oldest Sagittarius, and my niece. They're sweethearts. They're very shy. You know, they're slow to warm up to things like fire. You know, they have the temperament with them. But you get them on a good foot, Sagittarius will be riding shotgun with you. All right, so Sag, you have here the Four of Cups in not in reverse, the Four of Cups here. That's water energy. You got Page of Cups middle of the deck, again more water energy, and then fire energy bottom of the deck in reverse. Somebody broke your little heart, Sag. You're like, you know what? Screw relationships. Screw the one that got away. I'm just gonna stew in my own stuff. Okay, because it happens. And like I said, this season is going to have some of us in a 50-50 where we're going to either relish in a relationship or we're not. And all of it has to do with lessons. Four of Cups, that's water energy. So again, that's containing, like you can't be contained, or somebody may be trying to contain you and may want to have a marriage, may want to have a relationship. And you're just like, I'm just going through my stuff, right? And it may not even be about you personally, but because this energy is going to make it personal, you may get nudged into this undertow. So you may be feeling like somebody's maybe pressuring you into a relationship, or you may be wanting to get into a relationship or furthering your relationship, but it's not you per se. if that makes sense. I feel like there's a alter ego. Like everybody, most of us are going to be going through it. It's like the dark hermit or the sweetheart. But the Four of Cups also has to do with remorse, um, and not realizing that there is somebody rooting for you on the sidelines. Okay, this could be a best friend who's over there, um, or a sibling, or someone maternal. Okay, you could have a Cancer mother, Cancer sister that's rooting for you, and you're just kind of like in your own little funk and not realizing like they've been here all along. They've been here all along. It happens. Subtle cues, like I told Cancer. Cancer, you're dealing with a Sagittarius, or you have, I guess, I'm gonna have to reach out because they don't really, they don't talk too much about themselves either. Like Cancer, they won't show you that they're sweating. Okay? But know you have somebody in your corner, Sag. So we have Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, growth, change of mind, right? Yeah, it's like and not today, setting boundaries, middle of the deck, bottom of the deck, key of the ring, many options, unconventional one night stand. And that's just it. You're like, I don't really want, I'm not really feeling a relationship at this moment. And this is just for a moment. I feel like for some Sagittarius, it's just like very momentarily. And it's almost by default that you're getting these feelings because it's a aggressive kind of energy, even though Virgo is not aggressive like that. It's just you're getting caught up in the rapture by default. So try to use your fire energy to move away from this as possible. Like, and that may be what you're doing. I feel like you might be just self-preserving yourself and kind of just isolating yourself from others, that you don't realize that you do have a solid person, but they may be kind of like their energy may be oppressive, and that's water energy. So it can kind of like you're dealing with two purification elements. Water and fire are very much so purification elements. So it's almost like one is canceling out the other. So it's going to be a little sticky for you, Sag. We'll have to bear down a little hard. Okay. Let's get your finished romance here, and then we're moving on to Aries, and then Leo is the last and final of all signs. Yes, cycles. The cycle. And you may be thinking of moving on, but I want to say that it's just a cycle. It's not really what you want, but you're being caught in this energy by default, which sucks. Because it's like, no, that's not my fault. It's not my problem. Why am I getting stuck in this? Like, leave me alone. So you're sitting and you're pouting somewhere. Like, leave me alone. I'm not getting caught up in your mess. Don't just leave me alone. Listen to Michael Jackson's Leave Me Alone. Oh, Sagittarius, you may need to just don't stop dogging me around. Or just stop dogging me around. And Michael was, that song right there was petty. Mike is talking reckless than that. And he's talking about, didn't he have a song called Dirty Diana? All right, I rest my case. Mike, Virgos can be, that's what I'm saying. Virgos can be petty, they could be dark, but then they could be singing Earth song, talking about saving humanity. So, no, You have no in reverse. It's not the right time. So yeah, you're feeling like, listen, I don't want to really be pressured about relationships or a friendship that just kind of keeps like wanting to be with you. And you're just like, you know what? You kind of just like um hermit mode, which is the tarot sign Virgo is hermit mode, hermit card. So you definitely are going to be going into a hermit mode, which is not a bad thing. That's self-preservation. It gives you time to reflect. Just don't sit in it too long. That's all. Because it's a moment. And we got to ride this way. All of us. It seems like we can't escape this Virgo energy because it's very petty. Like, but just on some retaliation. And it's like, Virgo, who hurt you? Who hurt you, Virgo? Cancer's ready to find out. I'm ready to find out. Who hurt Virgo? How can I help her? How can I help dry her tears? Because she is just crying. Hey, Roxanne. Ooh, she's a Virgo. Well, honey, hold on tight. You might really be on some dark hermit Sasha Fierce. What is it? The fuckum dress? What did Beyonce have? Talking about ladies get the fuckum dress on. I'm telling you, like vicious. On somebody scorned you and you are taking it out on the world. So did you not see Sudan got flooded? Flooded. Did y'all see that? It's Virgo season. That's why I'm like, how can we help? Where's Taurus? Cancers, Taurus, Pisces. Y'all gotta bind together like Care Bears to help Virgo heal. Try not to let Virgo bring you down. Do your little Care Bear still. Send love and light. Because Virgo is. So I can't. It's wow. Okay, where are we at? Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so Aries, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You are the cardinals of the fire sign. So again, like your friends Cancer, Libra, you guys are the doers. You're kind of that strong friend as well, but you know how to like dodge where Cancer's like ready to sign up. Aries is like take one for the team. Like damn. So that's that cardinal energy. But they're good-hearted, lovable people as well. I don't really know besides one Aries. My stepsister. I don't really know Aries like that. But apparently they have sexual vices that put all of the signs to shame. They put Capricorn to shame. They put Scorpio to shame. Put Pisces to shame. And it's not even. It's like weird deviant type shit. Aries, but we digress. So Aries, you have Earth energy coming through for you. The Nine of Pentacles, Sasha Fierce. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles has to do with the Miss Independent or Mr. Independent, right? We won't get caught up too much on gender, but it's the I can stand alone. I make my own money, dollars, cents, and signs. I don't need any. You can be your own boss. You're going to be in an Earth energy, so that's that Capricorn. You make your own money. Having outside technical difficulties, but we won't press through. Seven of Swords, middle of the deck, which has to do with deception, deceiving. Also, like you fought some battles and you're like, I'm not fighting anymore. I give it up. And then the Three of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, more earth energy. So you could be again, your own boss. Like you don't have to clock in and sign in with anybody. Like you do your own time. Or you may be a timekeeper, at work, but you're like high level, managerial. People have to answer to you, Aries. You're the boss. Nines have to do with endings as well. So you could be wanting to leave, or maybe getting a side job where it's like, you know what, I'll have more money. Because you could be doing what they call passive income, but it's like, okay, I gotta really either get a 9 to 5, or I gotta get something a little more substantial. So, it's not so much that you're pocket watching, but you're pocket watching yourself, or your timekeeping. You know, either people because you have to, because that's your job, but you're in a higher position, which is a good thing. And also just bossing up. And Aries can be like that. They have that aggressiveness. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's going on in the love departments, relationships. Abundance. I think you just are like, I just want to be secure financially, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or you are secure financially, and you're like, I don't have to worry about nothing. Especially now in Virgo season, it's an earth sign, and that's Capricorns are earth signs as well. So is Taurus. Taurus. Me and my son are gonna really, I can see we'll lock on this one. Okay, camera. So this came up again because I was flipping and it was showing up. So you got camera, reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, perception, and then bottom of the deck is old school, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. But that's what I'm saying. You could be like a timekeeper, a clock watcher, and not because you do this on purpose, but this is your job. You're supposed to be on top of watching people making money. Or if this is like your private owned person, you could be setting up surveillance. That's your business. It's good. Or you may just want to refresh or update your software, or how you go about surveillancing people. Okay, so you really do watch people, but it's your job. It's not like you're like watching people's money just because you're nosy. Like, it's your job that you have to do this, Aries. So, okay. All right. But this is in the love department. So, Aries, okay, so you are. I've been correct. You are stalking, staring, watching. And I feel like this is the past because it says old school here. So you're looking like, dang, she's beautiful. He's gorgeous. Like, he really grew in like old school. Like, he was out there, like he was played out, and he just blossomed. Like, wow. Okay, all right, Aries. Because I said that there's some deviant things that you like to do sexually that I read in one of my little love books, and I was like flabbergasted. And it wasn't like, it was kinky shit. A float in your boat, just, be careful. So let's finish out your reading. Why, Aries? I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, but you might be a low-key freak. Like, really trying to be low-key about things. Okay, so what else? Let's finish out. Your body is banging, baby. Now come and give it to daddy. Tell me how you like it. How do you want it? Uh-oh. How does it feel? Wow. I get it. So you got intimacy in reverse, right? Sexual chemistry, reminiscing. You're like, you're just looking date night, bottom of the deck. Like, that's really on some, hit them up. It's not, I want to rekindle a relationship, or it's not, I want to make this relationship work. It's how do you want it? How does it feel? Yes. 20 minutes. Hold on. That might be a call for the while. All right. So I'm home. Children are home. All right, Leo, big cat. Last of the zodiac, of the reading rather, not the last zodiac. But Leo just had their birthday. They are the fix of the fire sign. As I've been explaining throughout this live, they also are big-hearted, lion-hearted, right? Like a Taurus, like a Cancer, Pisces. I'm like, why does something smell like it's burnt? Like, what is going on out there? That's one thing. Like, Cancer gotta go in it, collect and save things from falling apart. But you guys have a big heart, your fire energy, and like I felt that you guys had a good season for the most part. It was kind of peaceful, it was kind of calm, it was chill, it was, it's the summertime, so your outdoor activities, you're with family, you're with friends, you're celebrating, it's your birthday, or you could be just chilling, solo, or with a smaller group of people, but it's not this Virgo hostility. Like, what is going on? So Leo, you might be feeling this shift, but it's just like the riptide or the current. But I feel like once we're in the momentum, you won't have so much of a hard time because you're a purificating element and you are movable, even though you are a fixed sign. Just okay. Go ahead and finish up. Now hit him up and stuff in my head. Aries, good. How does it feel? No, tell me, is it cool? You think I'm just a fool? I'm a what? Like Aries, like this, your body is banging, baby. And meanwhile, Pac is dissing people in that song, but he's also talking about how you he flipped it for the boys and the girls. men and women. That's what Gemini versatility, like, I'm gonna make everybody love me. Now I was watching one of his interviews and he was coming out of the courthouse, and he said, no matter what, I'm still America's child. You can't just throw me away. I'm still your child. It's absolutely right. He said, America loves to eat its babies. And you can't, what did he say? You can't like do away with your child. I'm still your child. He was 23 years old at the time. Okay, anyway, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on for you in Virgo season. You may have, disclaimer, not a medical professional, but you may have some sinus issues. Okay, so you may suffer from allergies. Your card is the Queen of Cups in reverse. So mother energy, father energy. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. So I could be talking to a Leo cusp, the Cancer Leo cusp. Dynamic of mother, father, one was a stern parent, the other one was a lenient parent. This could be either one, whether it's a male or female, whether the mother is the lenient one or the stern one. And then I'm also getting, with it reversed, when I see it like this, sometimes I associate it with a deceased maternal grandmother, matriarch, basically, whoever was like the matriarch of the head of the family. And she might have ruled the father, right? But he ruled the children and she might have ruled him. So Leos, you may have like Virgo, and the other earth energies, specifically Virgo is the healing the parental relationship. And that's a responsibility that it shouldn't be meant for a child, even though you may be an adult, but it's to heal yourself in your relationships so that now, okay, if my mom and dad, this is how my dad was, or this is how my mom was, like, I don't really want to repeat history with my children. So it's the learning from their mistakes and moving forward with how you're going to be, with your children. Queen of Cups is typically the Cancer in the zodiac, even though it's water sign. So this is very big matriarch. This is like big mama energy. And I feel like Leo, because of the spiciness, it's almost like you have to bow down. You're kind of like Sagittarius, where you're in default and it's not really your issue, but you got thrown into this. I gotta help other people out, or I gotta, be there for mom, be there for dad. If whoever one is deceased or they're separated, it's like you got to be this default person for them, and it's not your responsibility, but these are your parents, and it's like, because you have a loving heart, you won't let them fall through the wayside completely. Right, so there's a lesson here with paternal figures. Oh, Leo. Oh, great. Oh, joy. Like I said, I got a couple of Leo placements, and it sits in my sixth house, which has to do with like my everyday, day-to-day. So mothering, wifing, like just everything. The every woman. Yeah. All right. So let's see what's going on in the love departments. Or if you're the son, it's like now you got to take care of mom, like that kind of like responsibility where it's like you may be the reliable sibling. Leos are dependable. And it's like, okay, I gotta take care of mom, or I gotta take care of dad. That's what I have to do. I have to step in and like, look, I gotta take care of my dad. Even though I couldn't catch his fall, I still have to take care of him. And it's like, that's not my responsibility, but his, his wife passed away. All the other siblings were like here, there, and everywhere. So I was like, all right, somebody gotta step in and help this man. Okay, so what's going on in the love department? So we got paradise in reverse, happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. Bottom of the deck, you got old school date as well, like Sagittarius or Aries, Sagittarius. Because it's the, you are like a Cancer or a Taurus, that strong person. And if there's no one else, or what if you're the only child, right? And it's like, I have no choice but to take care. Like, it's just me. So I gotta take care of dad, or I gotta take care of mom, or I gotta take care of grandma, right? Because there is nobody else. And that's a heavy, heavy is the crown. Heavy is the crown. She's got a crown on her head. The lion is associated with godliness. If you look at the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the lion was King Aslan, and in its lore is the lion represented God or Jesus. It's the sacrifice. It's the undying love. Like, everybody else is going to hell, figuratively, right? Literally, figuratively, however, or we're hell on earth. But you're like, I got to do this for Big Mama. I got to do this for Grandma, or I got to do this for Mom. It's more mother, and I feel like father, kind of, but it's more like, I got to do this because nobody else is doing it. And in turn, this is healing yourself, your inner child, the little you, and breaking a cycle where you're not going to kind of repeat the same things that your parents or grandparents did with your children. So, no honeymoon phase, no like everything is paradise right now. It's not fun in the sun. It's, I got to reality, and reality is actually facing you. So even if you wanted to like kind of just chill out for a little bit longer in your so-called birth, it's not even your birthday season anymore, but you still kind of like relishing. Virgo is slapping people in the face. Jeez. All right, let's wrap this up. Mm-hmm. Man in the mirror. Man in the mirror. Okay. What else? What is he? All right. So we got pets in reverse. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love in reverse. So depending on the situation, it may be helpful to get a pet for the parents or the elder, because there's this companionship. I feel like there's a spouse that's missing, whether they're separated physically or spiritually. Like, I feel like there's a separation, so it's almost kind of like the substitute. And like we were talking earlier, cats, pets, or dogs, birds, turtles, whatever, pets, period, are companions. But specifically dogs and cats, right? Because they gravitate a little bit. I mean, you can have a turtle, but it's like, all right, sitting there. It's not cuddling with me. I can't go out and walk it. I can't talk with it like that. I can't cuddle with it, right? So the elderly may, if it's feasible, if it's doable, where you can get like a little pet for this parent, grandparent. The grandparent may be a little too old to handle the pet, but just finding options and other ways to lighten the load. Um, and speaking personally, that my dad was like, we were like in search for a cat because the cats like died 6 months apart from each other, like a couple of years ago, and he was so devastated because that was the only thing he had left in his house. Um, my stepmother passed away. He had nobody else in the house. So we kept, I was like, all right, Dad, we're gonna go to the animal shelter. And then he was being picky because he was like, I don't want a baby. And I'm like, Dad, babies are too much. You need like a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old. So, the elderly, you Leo, you may want to look into that if that works for you guys. All right. Okay. So that is it for all the signs. I will close out with an oracle. I wanted 5 kids, big cat, but I got 3. And I was like, I want a football team. Like, who? Now I know better. So now I'm like, listen, my last is almost on her way out. How do you want it? How does it feel? Because like my mothering, even though mothering and parenting never stops, it's just like they're not really gonna be like, okay. So kudos for the youngins having these babies out here in this. Who's going for child protector? So like Gemini, I think it was. I was like, listen, this is wild out here. Gotta protect these babies. Okay, fire signs. Let's close out. Wow. Yeah. That's big. I didn't have big. We didn't have big. My great grandfather was a 7 or 9 on my mother's side. My dad 3. Wow. Guys, let me wrap this up because somebody's spazzing out. World. You got world here. Okay, earth energy. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. All right, Aries, Leo, and Virgo. In Virgo season, Aries, 36 breaking down to 9. So that's endings, cycles. Again, we're coming into this new energy, but it's very feisty and it's asking us to be mindful. It's asking us to deal with parental issues that may not have to do with us, but these are our parents, so it is about us. It's personal, but it's not personal. All right. And with that all being said, guys, I really gotta go because I'm having issues out here. And right. All right. With that all being said, I love you guys. Thank you, Big Cat, for holding me down in the chat. Miss Sharon again, my Lotus, Pink, Beauty Queen, Ultra, Snitty, Wally, the usual suspects. Shout out to Brother Maybach because we didn't see him, but I know he's probably in the bushes or he's gonna catch the replay. All right, y'all. Salute. Peace.